Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new HarstemCasts video. Today we have Mr. Haas here in the top left, spawning as the red protoss player with maybe his girlfriend spinning around his nexus, who's eating some, looks like rice. Interesting picture to have around your nexus. And on the other hand we have Creator, who has the logo of his team spinning around, so makes a little bit more sense in my mind, but you know. You do you, Haas. Never try to understand the genius, you know. You shouldn't try to. He'll just be creative by himself. He's gonna, well, actually, he's not doing much of anything so far. Has he decided to scout yet? No, Haas doesn't need to scout. This is great. I always like it when Haas does this type of stuff, where it's like, you know, scouting is a bit idiotic for me because everyone's gonna scout me so fast because they're super afraid. And indeed. We saw Creator send out like basically a gateway scout across the map, and Haas is like, well, that's nice and all, but I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna get some extra money if you don't mind. And Creator says, okay. There's nothing he can do about it anymore at this point. Haas already decided not to scout. Haas is getting slightly supply locked, which is honestly very impressive. After playing probably over 50,000 games, he gets supply locked because he forgets the second pylon. That's something that I hadn't expected. But you know, I'm not gonna complain. Maybe there is something there. We'll see. We'll see. He's gonna be just opening up with Stalker. I'm really curious what he's gonna be doing this game. Just very curious what he's gonna be doing this game. Oh, locks in the probe. I like that type of move. Of course, it's gonna cost him 25 when having to cancel that, but will net him a probe. Also gets his opponent the free information though. Like, hey, he is building Stalker. Well, actually doesn't get the full information. All the info you really got is that there's at least a single Stalker. Wouldn't have minded if he would have tried seeing, hey, is this 2 Stalker or is this Stalker Sentry? Not the case. Well, Haas moved forward so aggressively. Follow-up is going to be Stargate here for Creator. While on Haas's side it's just going to be a Nexus post 4 Stalker. Going to be fighting 3 Stalker, 1 Sentry and a battery against 4 Stalker. 4 Stalker should not be capable of doing much of anything. Twilight Council is going to be going down, while the worker count is also steadily rising here for Haas. See, big investment out of Creator so far in units, fast tech, which means he probably needs to have cut at least 1 or 2 workers, and indeed we see 25 against 27 workers. Oh, Haas took a lot of damage on these Stalkers. I don't think a lot of battery energy was used yet, so yeah, probably just a little bit of miscontrol coming out of Haas. He's gonna be heading into a very rapid blink. If you scout this type of Twilight Council, always gonna be a little bit afraid of maybe some potential Dark Shrine on the map as well. The thing against Haas is that you probably wouldn't be worried about this against any other player, but against Haas all of a sudden you start imagining all of these scenarios where somehow this guy has like some extra money and now he's capable of affording a proxy Dark Shrine. It's like, this is just a standard blink, you know? It's just a standard blink, and we'll see how Creator does against it. It's going to be able to get 1 of the workers already. Is there anything in the main base? Not yet. Oh my god, this is going to do like 7-8. Well, 7-8, maybe 4-5. No, maybe 7-8. No, maybe 6. Maybe 4-5. Maybe 4-5 was the correct prediction. He's going to lose 5 workers. Funnily enough, Haas still is pretty close in workers though, because he had built up a bit of a worker lead. He has a faster +1 as well, and is a slightly faster blink. This is only a single oracle, which means that from now on this oracle is just going to be used for stasis and maybe for a little bit of scouting. I don't think we're going to be seeing too much aggressive action out of that. It is still possible, of course, but it's rather unlikely. Haas is playing a very standard game here. You see a robotics facility coming down, a Nexus coming down off of 2 gates as well. And Haas seems to be going into a very standard setup here, while Creator is playing 3 gate. It is something I haven't seen before. Usually I see people play 4 gate, but I guess 3 gate is just 1 less gateway. And it's not that weird. It's just the difference between 2 and 3 gate is so small that it almost feels like no increase in production. Whereas if you go into 4 gate, all of a sudden you have a lot more production than your opponent, who's getting a Nexus before adding these extra gateways. So, unless I'm missing something, I'm not a massive fan of this. There's not a massive advantage. We see Haas throwing down 3 extra gateways and, well, make that 4 extra gateways. He's going to be going into charge, make that 5 extra and then also 6. No. Haas says 7 gateways is the perfect number, which actually is incorrect because 6 is a perfect number. Not 7, Haas. Nice try. Staying on 2 gas as well. Oh boy. What is happening here exactly? Haas's game sense is freaking insane. How did he know this? Oh, there we go. I guess if you blink into main bases for a living, you start to realize when someone else is trying to do it to you. There's a couple of force fields here that could be useful. I don't think the stalker count is quite high enough for Creator. He's 14 against 11. He, of course, is down in infrastructure, though. We see an Immortal coming out of Haas, so he's scared of dying right here. +1 has already finished for Haas as well. I don't think there's too much to do here for Creator. That being said, there's a lot of Stalkers. There's 3 more Stalkers moving across the map. Once those join up, it will be 17 against 10. Another Stalker goes down on the side of Haas. Good micro coming out of Creator so far. Haas needs to be very careful. Does get a big warp in round over here though. 1 Immortal finishes up as well. 18 Stalkers against 12. Immortal joins the fray. No, not quite. Not quite sure if he's allowed to join. The other Stalkers are pushing him back. Oh, nice blink forward out of Haas, I think. Yep, he's gonna get a couple more Stalkers than Creator probably wanted him to get. So these 3 Stalkers turn around as well. 56 workers against 50. Now, this would be pretty bad for Haas had he not already built those extra gateways. His infrastructure is so much superior than his opponent. Oh my god, that was beautiful micro. That was beautiful control. That last blink wasn't quite it. Ends up losing one of his own Stalkers, doesn't kill anything. Now we see Creator desperately trying to throw down some batteries. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be enough. Is there charge done yet? No, there's not. Is there a Prism here? Prism is on the way. 7 gateways have finished, of course, here for Haas. Void Ray starting, Immortal starting on the side of Creator as well, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Interesting blink forward out of Creator. Does end up getting that Immortal though. But I feel like he might have just dropped a little bit too low with the overall supplies. The charge bolts are moving forward. The Stalkers are moving in and Haas says, haha, you tried to 3-gate me. I had 7 gates at home. I'm gonna absolutely blast you in the counterattack. 1-1 against 1-1. 50. Wait, Haas? I was pretending like this game was over already. It's still very good for Haas. Yeah, it's just blinking forward. He's blinking in, takes out the Void Ray. 3 Stalkers against 13. And I think this might just be it. Charge is about to finish up for Creator, but he just does not have the units. He's gonna try to pump out a 2nd Immortal. I don't think that's going to be quite enough either. Single hit on that Immortal and then of course the blink forward. GG gets called as Haas takes out Creator. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here goes Haas up 1-0. I almost want to say something to the observers. Doesn't quite work, of course, but good attempt. Good attempt. Gateway is going to be built here on the high ground for both players, as Haas is going for a single hex wall. This means that he won't be able to walk up with Archons if he needs to. Au contraire, you see a Creator who has a double, what did I call it? Double hex wall. So in that case an Archon can fit through, which is always very nice, of course. Anything else can fit through here. Stalkers, Immortals, all Gucci. But the moment you start thinking about Archons, you require a little bit more space to move them through there. So it's not going to be possible. Let's see, what else do we have? Mr. Haas. This time is actually opting to go for a scout. Interesting scout timing. And for a second I was thinking maybe we're going to see a proxy 2nd Pylon. It's not quite going to be the case though. As Haas decides, hello friends. I'm just going to send this bad boy across the map. We'll see what Creator has to say about this. I'm actually kind of curious what Creator is going to end up doing here. Both players just have their 2nd Pylon in their main base. As there's a little bit of a chase going around here. Haas not really caring about mining with this probe. Decides to just put it on chase. Gets a Warp Gate, Stalker, Stalker. Similar opener to last game actually. Same time from Creator. We have double Adept. I mean, last game did win, but usually you do see people try to kind of switch it up a little bit. Of course, Stalker, Stalker isn't necessarily an indicating of a 4 Stalker opener, but it is a possibility that we're going to be seeing a 4 Stalker opener. Creators perhaps looking to throw down a Pylon over here. Instead, we'll be throwing it down on the natural. This probe is going to fall very rapidly to these Adepts. It's going to be Adept, Adept into Sentry, Sentry. We have a 4 Stalker opener once again coming out of Haas, who doesn't give a crap about this Pylon. He says, you have a Pylon there? That sounds real nice for you, buddy. I'm so proud of you, but oh, I'm going to be taking out that probe. And actually now this might be a little bit of trouble here. This might be pain. This might actually be pain here for Haas. Because he has a Pylon here. He's going to get a Stargate thrown down. Okay, Nexus is down here. There's no battery though. Oh, this might be pain on 2 sides. Oof, just in time. It's not going to finish. Pylon is gonna fall. There's no battery here. There's no battery here whatsoever. I think these Adepts should probably be running back home or trying to get back home. Hallucination is almost ready. That Stargate is really late, so I'm very curious how he should cancel this battery. That's ridiculous. You really should cancel that battery. That's not a battery you want to keep, buddy. Buddy, that's not a battery you want to keep. That's a battery you want to cancel. That's a battery. Right? Don't listen to me. That's also fine. But that definitely was a battery he wanted to cancel, and he could have known that. He saw the 2 Stalkers were still at home. He saw no extra Stalkers were being built. It's different if there's 6 Stalkers before Warp Gate. Then all of a sudden this battery is not that bad of an idea. 4 Stalkers before Warp Gate, and then you get your own Warp in. He built 6 units before Warp Gate. Like, there's no chance. He would have been able to get 4 Stalkers himself, Mr. Creator. This battery is a waste of 100 minerals. He ends up building 3 batteries. That's very expensive. It's going to be very safe against a lot of things, but it's also just really expensive. He has no tech. This is a guy who is playing against Stargate, but has a later Twilight Council because he invested so much in defense. Haas is moving forward here, saying, okay, let's see what you can do, buddy. Let's see how cool you are. And apparently the answer is pretty freaking cool, because Haas is moving back home. He's gonna get a Twilight Council and most likely a Forge behind this. Also possible, of course, that he skips the Forge, just goes for a heavier Blink Plate. No, there comes down the Forge. Gets thrown down indeed. So we have this Oracle flying in. It's gonna be going for a Worker. No, it's actually almost gonna lose this Oracle. Needs to be very careful here. Very standard game out of Haas. A little bit of a weird opener perhaps. But that was more because of the Pylon block than anything else. We're gonna see... Uh-oh. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, there we go. It's gonna be a gateway probably. It's gonna get spotted immediately though, or at least very close to immediately. Maybe he's gonna build it up here. Oh yes. There comes the Stalker out as well. He's looking for his opponent's proxy, which isn't there. Look at that. He's so safe. Like, as long as I get... Oh, that's a dead Oracle. That is a very dead Oracle there. Right there, that's a dead Oracle. She's going to be going for a gateway here, right? Yep. That is indeed going to be a major gateway. We don't see a robotics facility here. It's funny because this kind of feels like a fake forge, which I honestly haven't heard of much before. But it's like a forge that says, hey, like I'm playing a macro game, don't worry about anything, buddy. Like we're all gonna be fine, we're all friends here, right? Oh my god, he's gonna find this. Blink is not done yet though on the side of Creator. If Blink was done, maybe he could have done something here, but now he needs to go back to his battery. Second battery gets thrown down immediately. 13, I mean, there's so many Stalkers here for Haas, this is insane. There's no way that Haas is losing this fight. There's no Blink yet either here for Creator, so he can't even micro back. Super Battery will be able to get activated in a couple of seconds. Oh my god, he shoots it immediately. 6 gateways here for Haas against the 4 of his opponent. Creator's trying to push forward, do a little bit of damage, wants to make use of that Super Battery, of course, for as long as possible. Immortal is on the way as well. +1 is also faster for Haas. Haas just had a better early game. Which is really odd because the Oracle didn't do any damage, but I guess those 3 batteries did cost a lot of freaking money. Good blink forward here coming out of Haas. Actually, was that a good blink forward? I'm not so sure anymore. Haas says, well, I am pretty sure. I'm just taking down every single unit here. What are you talking about? +1 finishes up right now as well. 10 workers, or 10 stalkers against 13. Creator is up 3 workers though. The Immortal finishes as well. I think he should go and try to save this base. If you give up this base, the game just ends. Never mind. Does it just end? Adepts on the other side of the map. I just realized there's no third base whatsoever. What am I looking at? There's absolutely not necessary here for Creator to finish this game. He's just up 3 workers. I completely missed the fact that there was no third base. I'm so used to seeing a third base. I guess I hadn't expected the 6 gate. Oh man, what an oversight. Situation right now for Haas actually not looking that great. He has inferior stalker counts, but somehow he's taking a good fight. Where's that Immortal? I thought it was, yeah, there we go. Papa Immortal, let's go. Hey, once that bad boy starts shooting a little bit here, this is a fight that Haas can't win. This gateway is going to fall, there's no robotics facility. This is looking very much like game now. Very much like game. Haas is down, well, at this point only 5 supply. I mean, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna attack with this? There's no way, right? He's not gonna attack into a 2. I mean, the problem here is that his reinforcements are so far that I don't really see a way, actually. I'm just looking at this and I'm going, well, is there a way? Nah, not really. Some server's gonna spot a thing or 2 as well, which is really, really nice here for Creator. He has the defensive battery set up as well. I mean, I'm looking at these armies, Haas, and I'm thinking to myself, is this it? And I feel like the answer is just no. You can't... Oh, blinks forward. It's gonna try to take out that Immortal. There's a lot of Zealots moving in. Zealots are doing a lot of damage here, actually. I don't think this is going to be enough, though. Now, all of these Zealots are gonna fall down as Creator is most likely going to pick up this game. Yep. And that is going to be it, most likely. Haas is bleeding all of his units. Creator takes this game. And as this was a simple best of 2, just 2 maps played, it's gonna end up in a draw here. 1-1. Creator versus Haas. Now, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and hopefully see you all next time for a new video. Bye bye.